Shakalaka! Yeah, baby! It's a Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. Y'all call your mama and them, because it's Boom Shakalaka time.
Yes, it's our favorite time of the afternoon on Friday, and we've got great guests.
Yes,
Yeah.
we got great guests. We know that it's always something good happening on the North End and everywhere else in the Cedar Valley.
That's right.
And Jeff Starbeck knows that.
Not Starbuck.
Starbeck.
Starbeck.
No coffee, it's barbecue.
Oh, I bet
right.
you're so used to that, right? But he knows there's always something good. And of course, the ever glamorous Amy Kass is here, and you know what time it is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And welcome to the show. Yes, welcome to both of you. And we are looking so much forward to talking to you, finding out about your delicious food. Me and the kids were there last week, Chaveevah.
Mm-hmm.
Our neighbors say they order dinners for like, I think it's a big amount. So I got to find out all about that.
Okay.
And of course, Amy's got some fashion tips and some political stuff and some great stuff that we can always talk about.
Yeah, it's just really, it'll be great to get a chance to just talk with you, you know, because you always keep up with us.
Yes, and we love your commentary.
Yes.
Okay, so we are being safe. So we want you to know that we are being safe. We've all been sanitizing and we're 6 feet apart. And we are practicing social distancing while we're here because we understand that the pandemic is real and we want to be extra careful.
Yeah.
So
Yes, we're being careful and we're being creative at the same time.
exactly. Talk about creativity. This afternoon, if you're still around, we want you to watch our fashion show. And as you can see, I am so ready right now.
Me too. Have you thought about all those clothes that you bought for this season and never got a chance to wear? Because of, you know who?
Right.
COVID-19.
COVID-19,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
So we're going to be doing a fashion show. After every show on Fridays, we're going to select 5 people from a drawing, and we'll let you know how to enter that soon. But yeah, so then tonight we're going to kick it off and show you how it's done. And we encourage you to let us know that you're interested next week, and you can come to the garden, and we can have our Friday
runway. Yes.
All right, right down the runway. So stay tuned for that at 6:30. Also, we want to talk about Rochelle Chase.
Yes.
Yes, she did an article on us last week.
Right, for the Iowa starting line. That's I don't know if they're new, but I know she is new to the Iowa starting line. And so she's been writing a lot of stories about good things that are going on locally and some things that are going on nationally as well. So
Right, and we are kind of like some good things going on locally.
I guess you might say that. Yeah.
So yeah, check out that article on our wall. And thank you so much to Rochelle Chase and the Iowa starting line. And Chaveevah, you're still painting downtown.
Yes, I am still painting. The progress is, you know, step by step and inch by inch, but we're making it there. A series of pianos that are going to be for public use.
Right.
And so they are a piece of art and a musical instrument at the same time.
Yes, and I'm
That's right. There's something going on with you.
right. I have Travis. It's not your birthday. The book signing coming up. It'll be virtual. It's at the Christian store, TJ Family Christian Store.
Yes.
So be looking forward to signing some books there. Have you read the book?
Not that one, no.
You read Ropes in the
Yes.
Kitchen? Oh, bless you. So yeah. And Jeff, do you like art?
Yes.
You do. Are you a big fan? So Chaveevah has a piano. You got to go check those pianos out. Do you play piano?
No.
Okay.
But I've seen cities where they've got the pianos out around the downtown area. It's a great thing.
And Waterloo is going to be one of those cities.
Great.
And Cedar Falls has a great downtown district. We
Yeah.
know that, but you have to come to Waterloo and check it out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. All right, so today our Give It Air, I think we can sit down now, right? And have a seat, and we're going to talk to you guys about Give It Air. And Daniel, thank you for watching our comments. Do we have any viewers and comments today?
We have 12 viewers. I only see myself commenting.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
and what's your comments, Daniel?
I said, I can attest to the personal distancing here.
Oh, Thank you. We are being extra safe because we old.
There you go.
Right.
Hey, I claim it.
I'll claim it too.
Yes.
All right. So our Give It Air today is talking about institutional racism. And what we want to ask you, our question of the week is, what is Thunderbolt Patterson's real name?
Yes.
And when was he born?
Yep.
So the first person to answer that question will get a copy of Chaveevah's book called In Due Time and a copy of Travis, It's Not Your Birthday. So be the first person to answer that question and you win. And one clue, it's on our wall. We just shared it today, so you can go there easy enough and find the answer. And we were talking about Thunderbolt Patterson because were you a fan of professional wrestling?
Oh, I was, but I haven't not familiar with him.
Okay, do you remember the other guy's name? I know there was Handsome Charlie Race.
Yeah,
remember those?
That name, yeah. Haystack Calhoun, I remember that name.
There you go. In fact, I think Calhoun was one of Mr. Thunderbolt Patterson's opponents.
Oh, really?
At a certain time, yeah.
Yeah, there was someone named Alberto Torres that he and Thunderbolt had the NWA Tag Team Championship together, like in the early 70s. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mr. Thunderbolt Patterson is our Waterloo proud guy today, and he experienced a lot of institutionalized racism, and it affected his career. At one point, he held the NWA Tag Team Championship with Alberto Torres, and in the 70s spoke out against the poor working conditions for wrestlers.
Yeah, yep. He tried to form a wrestlers union at one point because of these things as far as the poor conditions, working conditions for the wrestlers, and that was one of the things that got him blackballed.
Right, yeah, that'll do it every time. Your workers got a union?
No.
Bad word, right?
No, I can attest to the the bad working conditions as far as wrestlers back in the 70s. I couldn't even imagine. I mean, however staged or fake or whatever you want to call it is. I mean, if you watch these guys, they jump off the.
Yep.
I don't care how fake it is. It's something I wouldn't do. So I don't think their life expectancy, their occupational length of time is very long. So I can understand, broken bones and then as it progressed, the steroids and the growth hormones and that had an impact as well, and the drugs and everything else. So I can understand why these guys wanted to bond together and form something.
Right, yeah. I can't imagine the working conditions either, if that's what you'd call it. So our hats off to Mr. Thunderbolt Patterson, because if it was bad for the white guys, it was bad on the black guys. So he did have some trials and tribulations, and he was blackballed for wrestling. So the question is, what's his real name? Where was he born to win? All right, birthday people, stick around because we got Jeff, and he's gonna sing. Now, are you tenor or bass or alto?
Where's that in my contract?
Okay. We heard you could sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and play the piano
Amy.
too.
Yeah.
Right? And Amy, you like to sing.
I did a lot of singing, yes.
Oh, and I just love her voice.
We have a real singer this time.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
All right.
Oh, shucks.
Yes, I was in show choir and all the musicals.
Well,
wow.
hush me up. We're just going to let you do the whole birthday speech.
You'll definitely help the rest of us out.
We can be your backup, okay? All right.
Okay. We had a good time last week with, our guest was Kathy Mahoney.
Yes.
Criminal defense attorney from here in Waterloo, and we just talked about a lot of different things that are going on now. That seems like all we talk about these days is what's going on now, and that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing because airing things out helps clear them up. And get some understanding, right?
Yeah, right. That's why we have this segment called Give It Air, and that's what we did with the institutional racism is what we wanted to give a little air to today. It's something that we don't talk about enough, and some people don't believe it exists, but we're here to tell you it's real, and we just gave it air, so.
Okay, moving right along, something that we do every week.
Census.
As long as we can, is the census. We
Right.
need to mention
You filled
the
yours
census.
out?
Yes, filled it out about a month ago.
Oh,
There you go.
and Amy,
I did
know
mine
you.
online like when it first came out.
Okay.
There you go. Same. Yep. It's got it took. What about you, Daniel? Yep.
We're
Okay.
together, so yeah.
There you go. Easy peasy.
All right. Let us know if there's anybody that needs to say anything.
And how about registering to vote?
Oh,
Oh, there you
please.
go. Yes.
Yes, we better start adding that in. And I approve that message.
Okay.
Get
I'll drink to
yourself registered. Get yourself registered. Right, Amy?
Yes.
Tell them what
You
to
have
do.
to get registered to vote because that's like your most basic civic duty that there is being a citizen of the United States.
right.
As long as you're eligible, there's no excuse.
Not
Yep.
one that you can name.
Yep. You see what you said, folks? Civic duty.
Civic, it's being, when you get born, that means you need to vote when you get 18. Period.
I'm giving all my employees 1 hour paid on election day to vote.
Yes.
All right.
So as of today, not sure how many of them are even registered, but we're going to try to get it
Right.
up to, so they're going to get it.
Good.
I think the hour pay will be the initiative enough that they will get registered
Well,
and go vote.
Right. Well, that's a great influence on them for that. All right, we got a shout out to some great people today, and we got a shout out to Gail Wallach and Greer Chaveevah. Talk about her.
Yes, she's the Hy-Vee Human Resources Manager, and she won the Hy-Vee Legendary Customer Service Award.
Here's to you, Gail.
Yes, and her beautiful face is going to be plastered on the side of those Hy-Vee trucks.
Oh my
Rolling down the
goodness!
highway, yes.
Wow, and we know her.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I'll be
Yeah.
like, hey, I know you. Okay, and who else we got?
Oh man, we want to salute all of the Waterloo Couriers 20 under 40,
Yes.
20 under 40 winners. Especially, we love you all, but the ones we know we got to shout out.
Oh yeah.
Nia Wilder,
Yes.
Joyce Livingston,
Yes.
Dr. Nafisa, Kelsey Hammer Parks, and Ryan Stevenson. Congratulations to all of you for making a big difference in
Right.
this community.
20 under 40. I just missed it.
Did you? Oh man.
By a month.
I would say,
Yeah, right.
doggone it. I would say try again next year, but I think it'll be too late.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
one did you miss? Which one did you miss? The 20 or the 40?
The four.
No, the 40 I'm
Okay.
talking about. Not.
Okay, yeah. Congratulations to all those wonderful people. What else?
Oh, and we
Chaveevah?
also have to shout out Yolando
Yolando Lovelace.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was Mercy One's 2019 Heroes Among Us military hero. As some of you may know, he's the new director of the VA, and he has just been doing a wonderful job. Very kind and caring person,
Yes,
and very
super.
deserving. Congratulations, Yolando.
Congratulations, Yolando. Okay, I said that, and now I got to say hi, Chiquita.
Okay, yes.
I hate to always combine the two. I know they're separate, but we love them both, and thank you for what you do and your service. We okay? Any more?
Yeah, I got 5 people watching and still no comment.
Okay, you don't have to say
Your
how many
commenter
people
is
are
here,
watching.
dude.
Okay.
Right. You guys are always our comments. Okay, so what else we got, Chaveevah? Watch us on North End on YouTube. Just type in North End Update, and
Or Rocki and Chaveevah.
or Rocki and Chaveevah. That's right. And you'll watch. A lot of people have been binge watching, and if they're not watching live, they always watch it later. So we want to make sure you do that. If you have ideas for our show, send it to northendupdate@gmail.com. Okay, the Soul Town. We got to ask you, Jeff. Do you subscribe to the Soul Town?
No.
All right. I
Don't
love
know
it.
Soul Town.
I love it when
Amy?
we have somebody
I don't
who's
subscribe
never
to
heard.
it, but I know where to get it here in town, and I know how to
Okay.
access it online.
And how can you get it here in town?
Go to the clothing store downtown.
Tri-City Clothing.
Yeah,
Tri-City
He's always
Clothing.
got it
Of
there.
course, you know that, right? Okay. Or you can go to Earth's Beauty Supply.
Yes, or online at, we got a good laugh out of always saying www to start talking about something online, but you go to
TheSoulTown.com while a motorcycle is riding by.
There you go. This is a very well-rounded magazine. There's a lot of, very topical sort of things that are discussed. Beautiful pictures, a nice layout, and it was created by someone we know here in town, Chaveevah.
Yes.
Done a fantastic job.
Yes.
And it is now in like 17, 18 countries, very wide readership.
How often is it published?
It comes
Every
out
once a
once
month.
a month.
Once a
And
month?
you can get it virtually. And if you go and sign up virtually, you can watch our show by just pressing play.
Yes,
So
we
you can
are.
subscribe virtually. I
And
think
there's
it's
other-
really affordable.
They have other multimedia features depending on what their articles are that month.
Right.
It's really cool, yeah.
Yeah. So check that out at thesoultown.com. Now, I know you thought we'd never, ever get to you, but we always do ladies first. We're going to talk to Amy first. Amy, talk about yourself. How long have you lived here in Waterloo?
I moved to this area in 2003 because I transferred college over to the University of Northern Iowa.
Oh, I see.
So, and I majored in political science with minors in international affairs and sociology.
Oh my. And I know your interest is in like affordable health care. What would you like people to know that you feel is lacking?
I just think there's an accessibility issue, particularly in Waterloo, because we don't have the best mass transit system for people that have disabilities or the elderly or things like that. So they have to access a whole other set of services to even get to health care in the first place. So, and the only agency that we have locally that helps with any of that is the Center for Aging, and that's it. And like, so people that are my age don't know that.
Or
because,
qualify.
Right. And like,
Right.
because some programs I don't qualify for because I'm not elderly, but like I have a disability, I have mobility issues. I'm fortunate that I can still drive and I can still walk mostly, but I know other people in the community that have similar diseases to what I have that aren't mobile and can't do those things and don't have access to know those things.
Right.
And I think we've done a pretty big disservice to the younger population of people who have disabilities of any kind, be they intellectually or physical disabilities, to have
Right.
access to even get to health care, because we just don't have the public transit system, and we have very limited numbers of systems that will pick people up and get them to doctor's appointments or anywhere else they need to go.
Well, I appreciate you shedding light on that as an issue, because a lot of times when something doesn't affect people directly, they just aren't aware, or
Right.
of what could possibly be done about that.
Or what could be done differently.
Right.
And so would you say that so handicap accessibility in transportation
Is a big deal.
is a big deal. And there I know there's a paratransit.
Right, but paratransit, you don't qualify for paratransit always if you're not disabled enough. Because, see, I'm one of those people that I'm not disabled enough. 'Cause, like, I have foot drop and I have problems with my walking, but I'm still ambulatory. So to get those assistances, I don't qualify for those.
Sure.
So, like, if my eyesight got much worse and I could no longer drive on my own, I'd have to either enlist a taxi service or find somebody else that I know to get me anywhere, which that's not really the best solution there is.
No, there should be some public accessibility for people that need it.
You think there's a sizable amount of folks that kind of fall in between the cracks?
Yeah, there's a
Like
lot
what
of
you're
them
saying?
that fall in between the cracks. Like, for example, we were just on our way here. There was a gentleman in the middle of the road trying to get across the street over by the hospital in a power chair.
Wow.
And I see stuff like that and it makes me livid because we don't even have sidewalks in appropriate places on this end of town.
Well, yes.
And like, so I see that's a regular occurrence that you see on, and we're only gonna have more disabled people because we have an aging population.
Sure.
And we're gonna have the highest number of
look around.
we're gonna have the highest number of elderly than we've ever had in the United States before, and we have not done our due diligence to make things accessible for people with disabilities. And
we better get ready.
people
You
need
know,
to
'cause
realize
I'm
like it's only going to get worse because the demand for those accessibility options it's only going to increase.
Right. Well, what a great voice to have. And we're going to talk to the mayor. In fact, we're going to talk to him right away.
They've done a really good job about a lot of the things downtown are a lot more accessible than when I first moved here, because I had a good friend of mine in college that she had cerebral palsy, and we could get most places in downtown Waterloo.
Yeah.
Cedar Falls, we couldn't because a lot of the construction was just too old and the dimensions aren't right. They couldn't even modify it if they wanted to, just because of the historical nature of the buildings or whatever. But when it comes to most buildings in Waterloo, they've done a really good job for public buildings for sure. But like when it comes to get to a doctor or other services that you might need as a person who can't do everything for yourself, if you don't hit that threshold of being in a wheelchair or some type of not being totally ambulatory, there's a wall.
Okay, well, we're definitely glad that you brought that subject up. And we're going to talk about some more stuff, like how stunning you always look. You always look so beautiful. We love the retro. And usually she has the cat-eye glasses and the whole thing.
Yeah, just different stylish bits and pieces that are very attention-getting. Is that just you? Who you are, how you, I mean, really.
I've always done things that he said that my guy's over there just shaking his head. He's like, that's just me. Like,
that's just you.
I've always been kind of vintagey, and I go from like vintagey type stuff, retro type stuff, to like gothy type stuff. That's always like been like
beautiful. Well, it looks lovely on
my
you.
sway of fashion. And my grandmother was a real flashy person, and she wore different clothes, real stylish lady. My grandmother was an Avon lady for like 38 years.
Okay.
So like,
beautiful.
I was the only granddaughter that she got to have spend time with that was into that
and it wore
kind of
off.
thing. Yeah,
and it
exactly.
shows. Thank you so much. Don't you think she's beautiful?
She is.
Look at her
Stylish.
her outfit, and I love the animal print, and those colors are you. And you know that, right?
Right, yeah. I don't do
like.
so good in a lot of the modern styles. I just looks weird. I'm like,
okay,
that's not me.
It's not you. All right. Well, thank you for joining the conversation today, and thank you for always watching and commenting. Obviously, you're the only one. Anybody else today?
Lori Ann Dale says, boom shakalaka, ladies and gent.
Oh, yes. Right. Hello.
And Vera Wallakin says, good evening.
Oh,
hey,
Vera. Yes. And congratulations to that sister. Okay, so listen, Jeff, why is your food so good?
Are we
going to
talk about my fashion statement?
Yeah, I tell you, the flip-flops are going a long way. Gorgeous. And, we love to have you no matter what you're wearing.
I know that.
We've been trying to get you I keep
I'm hard to get.
I'm
hard to get. I'm happy to be here, though. This is great. Hopefully I'll do it again. Hopefully you invite me back.
Of course.
Sure.
Yes, tell us how you got. First of all, your food is delicious.
Thank you.
We love it.
Thank you.
Tell us what you want our viewers to know today.
Well, we opened, my girlfriend Cindy and I opened actually 3 years ago, last month in August, 3 years ago. And I grew up in Cedar Falls, graduated from UNI, got hired by Miller Brewing Company, and they sent me out to the Bay Area, out to California. So I moved out there, and so I started giving dates so people start figuring out how old I actually am.
Oh, yeah.
But I moved out there in 1982.
Oh.
So, long time ago.
Long time ago.
So I was in the beer business, the liquor business for quite some time, and I just got tired of corporate America, and I got in the restaurant business. So I owned some restaurants out there, and the economy just got, the cost of living, as everybody may or may not, I don't think anybody, unless they've been there and lived it and experienced it, knows how bad or how hard it is to survive in the Bay Area.
Sure, I imagine.
The stuff around here would all be housing in the Bay Area, garages with people in them that $500 a month to live in a garage. So so it got bad. I moved back here in 2013. Believe it or not, I worked for Burger King corporate out of Miami. I was in charge of all the franchises in the state of Iowa. And again, I got back to my early years of corporate America, and I did not like it. I'm not a corporate person, so I'm not
but that's where you got all them recipes. Talk about them baked beans.
I didn't get my recipes from Burger King.
Let's fast forward.
Where'd you come up with that?
Let's fast forward to
Burger
the baked
King
beans.
You a hard time.
No, let's fast forward to them baked beans, though.
So we decided. I looked at the market because I was in the restaurant business out in California, and I'm not a chef. I'm not I'm not a Brian Sink, okay? I don't know anything about that stuff.
Okay. Well, you could have fooled me.
I hire people to come up with the recipes. So believe it or not, I looked at the market. I said, you know, there's 150,000 people in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, Black Hawk County. I said, there's Famous Dave's, and that's about it as far as barbecue goes.
Right. Except, wait a minute, you got Jim Cochran.
Yep,
and you got Rodney's Kitchen.
Right.
I don't know if he does a lot of barbecue. Not much.
Well, we've got there's some smaller ones. In Waterloo. So I said, I'm gonna go barbecue. So my brother had been doing a lot of stuff, caterings, and like a lot of people do, just learning the trade and learning the smoking techniques with the brisket and the burnt ends of the pulled pork. So I picked his brain. I actually brought out one of my chefs from California who was gracious enough to come out, and he's Puerto Rican. And I said, okay, this is Iowa. This is white bread Iowa. Okay. Here's what I want. I want potato salad. I want baked beans. I want macaroni and cheese. I want cornbread and coleslaw. So I don't want those heavy spices that you were doing for me out in California. We need to dumb it down a little bit and make this,
thanks. Okay, for the Midwest, we got to have dumb food.
No, it's not dumb food.
Dumbed down food.
It's unspicy food.
Suited to an Iowa palate.
Suitable to an Iowa palate.
Speak for yourselves.
Okay,
I have lived in Iowa my entire life, and I probably own more spices and have more peppers in my house than about anybody I know.
And things are changing. They've been changing over the last 20 years.
But your food has got plenty of spices. Everything is
I know it does.
perfect.
And I know it does.
I mean, I love Chaveevah. You love it, right?
Yes, I do.
We have gone back.
And I know your son and daughter-in-law, they were wolfing it down
They enjoyed
2 weeks ago when they came in.
The turkey, I just love it because you have the turkey. You know, I don't like doing a lot of red meat often. So
we even have a couple salads that we sell quite a few of.
Really? And I love your coleslaw.
And we,
we
have the chicken strips for the kids, which... I tell them it's crow or bald eagle or some other thing to try to steer them away to get them into the barbecue, but they always go back to the chicken strips, so we have them.
Well, great. Well, we got to wrap it up. I know, we never have enough time, and we're going to have to kind of change our, we're always supposed to be in about 35, 40 minutes, right?
But before you go, please tell us, give some contact information.
Yes, Starbeck Smokehouse. We're in 6826 University Avenue. We're across from John Deere Motors on University. If you blink, you'll miss us. We're
the pig, though. You got that big pig.
Oh, we got the pig out front. We got the cupola on the roof. It's kind of rustic looking, so you can't miss it. This is Friday.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people watch it later.
Yes.
But I'm going to say, if I'm allowed to.
Yes.
The first 2 people who come in tonight, $20 off Tyler's Pig Out. We were talking about the Tyler's Pig Out special.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yep.
That's $60.
$62.
You got that before?
Gives you a little bit of everything: the brisket, the pulled pork, the turkey, the burnt ends.
Oh, and you eat
3
on it
sides,
for days, I heard.
cornbread.
Those hot
cornbread.
Wow.
So the first 2 people tonight. Nobody at the store knows this, so just say Jeff said it. So $20 off. $20 off for the first 2 people who come in tonight.
Well, you know what? Go Pig Out. We got to hurry up and get there.
There you go.
No. Employees not eligible.
Well, I tell you, that's a great deal, and we're so
And follow
happy.
us on Facebook, Starbeck Smokehouse. I run a lot of specials. I mean, you can come into my place and eat. You guys are nodding your head.
Yeah, he's
I'm familiar with the specials.
We got pulled pork special for $8. You can't eat it anywhere for $8.
You can.
$9, $10.
And the last meal we got was $10.
Burger.
The big sexy
Well, we
burger.
call it the Big Jeff Burger.
Duh. Okay. Well, it's been great having you today on the show.
Love to be here.
And just so happy that you're in business in our area.
Yes,
because when we get in the mood for barbecue, I tell you, that's the place to go. And now that I know all about the what's it called? The $60 where we get the pig
Tyler's
out.
Pig Out.
Tyler's Pig Out. Now that we know about that, I'll be ordering that soon.
That's a lot of food.
And you can order it anytime, and you got
It's
it
available
ready.
anytime, and it's I don't know. I think we offer it $5 or $7 off on the weekends. So.
Oh my goodness! Well, we got to do that.
Saturday and Sunday.
All right. Well, I think we've ran over our time a little bit. What time you got, Daniel?
It is 4:32.
Oh, well,
Oh,
we're
right.
doing really well. Oh, we got to sing happy birthday
We're
anyway.
doing pretty good for us.
Yes, yes, and we got
Okay.
to talk to them at length. That's good, because I think that we could all talk for a long time,
Oh, yeah.
right? Couldn't we? But we got some great birthday people today, Chaveevah.
Yes, we want to say happy birthday to Lance Dunn.
Hey, Lance.
Nataki, Gilmore Coakley,
Hey,
one of my
Nataki.
Chicago friends from when I was a kid. Hey, Nataki.
Yes.
Sherry Jones,
Whoop, whoop.
Kay Jordan,
The first lady.
Nico Brudevald.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
That's
hey.
my brother.
Yes. Derek Wortham and Kia Levy. Happy birthday.
Right. Go ahead.
All right, while I'm on the roll. Q Knowledge Quentin Bolden. Quentin, I know that's you. Happy birthday, dear.
Oh,
One of my
yes.
extra sons.
And my sister, Deb Berry. I'm really a Berry. I know a lot of people don't realize it, but it's true. Happy
Undercover
birthday.
honorary Berry.
Yes, she'll be in the fashion show. Make sure you watch it at 6:30.
Okay.
Gaston Moore, my neighbor, grew up with the guy, and he's a great guy. Happy birthday, Gassy, as we call him. Vera Wallakin and Cindy Bancroft. Our Vera, we love Vera.
Yes.
She used to run our camera sometimes. We got to keep her on the back burner. And Beth Bumgardner, and of course the ever-loving, educated, and wonderful Bev Smith. She's a educator.
Yes.
Right.
We want to say happy birthday to all of our great birthday people. Enjoy your special day. And
Yes. Now we get to hear Amy. Amy's going to be our birthday singer. We'll let you sing. Oh, no. Do you mind? No, we won't put you on the spot like that. We'll let you sing louder than us, okay?
we'll just lip sync.
Yeah.
And Jeff, we sing the Stevie Wonder version, and it goes something like this. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right. Woo, I see why she was in the show choir. Go ahead, old girl. Wearing your hair like that and sing, and can sing too.
And for us other folks that we can't sing good, so we just sing loud.
Right.
That works.
I don't know what you was doing. What was you doing? Because I didn't hear one thing from you.
I was trying to keep up.
He did. He started out.
Reminiscing the Stevie Wonder version.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. It's like we said, been a joy, right, Chaveevah?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you both so much
Thank you.
for coming
Thanks
and
for
joining
having
us. Yeah.
Yep.
Now
Yes,
you see,
indeed.
now you see the behind what goes on behind the screen and stuff like that. And yep, we also definitely need to thank Daniel
Anything,
for
Daniel?
holding it down for us. The camera.
Lori Ann Dale says, I like spicy food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I know. Now I got hungry sitting here talking about it,
Oh,
too.
tell me about it.
But you know, one thing I want to close on, this sounds so corny now. It sounded really good when I heard it, but Mr. Rogers, they did a special on
Okay.
him
All right.
recently. And you know, with all the trouble and the well, of course, mostly peaceful protests.
Yep.
We understand that most of it's peaceful, but for those rioters and looters and the things that are going wrong and bad, Mr. Rogers, from all people, said when things are going bad like that, try to find the people that are trying to help. There's always somebody that's trying to do the right thing, even in the midst of all the chaos. So if you have, I mean, I'm sure none of the people that we know will be in such things. But if you happen to get caught up in something, just try look for the people that are trying to help. They're around somewhere, and you can count on them.
All right.
All right, and so maybe you're that person, and if you are, keep on doing what makes you awesome.
Because
It makes us all look
Good.
good. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Oh, boom shakalaka!
Shakalaka.
Yes, we promised you that we'd have a fashion show tonight, and so we're going to do that. Everybody didn't show up, but here we are, and we're going to try to show you how we'd like to kick this off, our Friday runway fashion show on Fridays. So all those clothes that you didn't get to wear, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we went all summer long, all winter long, buying stuff in preparation for the summer, and you know, just something to look nice when we go out, but didn't really get a chance to wear our stuff.
Right, and Lori, we both thought alike. We wanted to get our white out of the way, right? Because summer's over, but we wore white anyway. But Lori, what do you think about this? You want to do this again next week with some of our viewers?
You know, some people just couldn't make it tonight. Some of our models couldn't make it due to planes and being out of town, all that stuff. So yes, absolutely, we want to do it again.
Yes, so we're going to go ahead and show you some of the things that we've got that we didn't get to wear anywhere because we're all stuck at home wearing masks and being safe. And just to let you know, our Friday runway show will be socially distant and safe. We'll all sit 6 feet apart and we'll all wear masks when we can't social distance. So now, since we're all going to be separated, we're going to take off our masks and do the runway. So, you're going to walk through the garden, and I'm going to be the commentator because I know that's what I'm going to do. All right, so we have Chaveevah, who has on a beautiful, long, flowing dress that is yellow, mustard yellow with polka dots. She also is wearing some lovely beaded sandals, and her accessories are very light and dainty cowrie shells with beaded bracelets. All right, Chaveevah.
Yes, our next lovely model is Lori Dale, and she is working it in her fitted black slacks, beautiful embroidered white top, and she is rocking that hat to die for. Work it, girl. Yes, an armful of lovely bracelets, and let us not forget about those lovely shoes. They are just perfect accent with her outfit. Yes, from head to toe, she's got it going on. All right, and finally we've got Rocki stepping on through. Again, keeping with that beautiful theme of the black and white, she's got on a wonderful, beautiful blouse with so much detailing, ruffled sleeves, sporting those slim black pants, and heels, topping it on off. Yes, indeed. And, of course, got that boom shakalaka mask, setting it on off. Yes, indeed.
By Precious
By
Muhammad,
Precious, that's right.
And everybody's got to get their boom shakalaka masks, like us.
All right.
So now you get the drift, right? Everybody understands what we're kind of looking for, Chaveevah?
Yeah.
Join us next week because we're going to do that again. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think so too. Yeah. Maybe next time we'll have somebody else operating the camera, but here we are. And again, and this is a perfect opportunity to break out those outfits. And
right. Next week we're going to do more autumn things, but today we all wanted to get our summer stuff out of the way. Yes. So if you got an outfit, you just dying to show off those boots.
Yes.
That new jewelry. Mm-hmm. What else? Your winter coat. We'll do some
winter coat.
Yeah, we're gonna do it if it's if it's snowing. If we could wear some fall apparel.
Okay, fall. Okay.
Yeah. So let
bring them on out.
Right.
Hey.
And maybe you should show some of your stuff.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And watch our wall for the thing, and we'll put your name in a drawing. 5 people will get to come and do our Friday runway.
Yeah. I love it. It's all for fun.
All for fun. Yes. Something to do for COVID, you know.
That's right. And you get a chance to wear those clothes.
Right. All right. Thank you. Laura, you going to over and out it for us? Push finish?
Oh, I can push finish.
All righty.
All right. See you next time.